As Donald Trump completed a year in office, the president who calls himself a peacemaker, Donald Trump's second term has been defined by a paradox. Wars he says he stopped and the strikes he ordered anyway. Take the Middle East or Latin America or even Africa. American firepower has only expanded, even as President counts ceasefires like trophies. All of it unfolding alongside a very public fixation with the Nobel Peace Prize. We will map out the countries that have been attacked under Donald Trump's second term, the numbers behind the bombs that he has put forth, and the question that's echoing far beyond Washington. Is Donald Trump's supposed pursuit of peace actually fueling more conflict? Let's first listen into what Donald Trump said in Davos, and then we tell you the number of strikes that he's ordered across the world.
We ask for anything, and we never got anything. We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made, because people thought I would use force. I don't have to use force. I don't want to use force. We wiped out the Iran nuclear threat like nobody can believe. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. That, Venezuela, taking down Soleimani, wiping out al-Baghdadi when he tried to reinstitute ISIS. We did a lot. I did a lot of big things, all perfectly executed. Everyone was perfectly executed. Somebody told me that, a military expert told me, sir, everything you've done has been perfectly executed. I said, I know.
So he's not going to use force. But let me now walk you through the countries that US has actually attacked with the use of force in the last 1 year. First and foremost, Iran. The nuclear strikes that came in and the nuclear sites that he had actually hit out in June 2025. There were 3 Iranian nuclear facilities, Natanz, Isfahan and Fordo. The operation marked the largest direct American attack on Iranian nuclear infrastructure in history, in the hope that Iranians have since abandoned their nuclear bomb. The next big strike that took place under Trump's second term, and that is Yemen, where Operation Rough Rider came into being in January 2025 and targeted Houthi positions across Yemen, citing Red Sea shipping threats. 150 strike missions in 6 months, and that sharply escalated American involvement. Let's now take a look at what happened in Latin America. Venezuela. Maduro was captured in early 2026. American forces launched a major strike operation, culminating in the capture of Nicolas Maduro. It was the first American military intervention inside Venezuela in decades. That didn't end there. Let's now tell you what happened in Syria. There were retaliatory strikes that came in from America after attacks on American personnel, both in military as well as civilian. These were stationed in the region, and multiple precision strikes followed, reinforcing a long-running American military footprint in the region. Next up was Iraq, where ISIS targets were bombed. Airstrikes continued across ISIS remnants in northern Iraq. Military briefings, in fact, showed that dozens of confirmed targets were hit as part of counter-terror ops. That's what they're being called. Now let's look at Somalia. There was an air campaign that extended there and was expanded as US Africa Command intensified its strikes against militant groups throughout 2025. The number in terms of the strikes, it actually totals the highest since American involvement actually began. Let's now talk about Africa, where in Nigeria, counter-terror bombing took place in December last year. Extremist groups were targeted that supported regional allies. The strikes expanded America's counter-terror footprint across Western Africa. This is what Donald Trump has done, even as he continues to covet the Nuclear Peace Prize.